one of the most polarizing players, I feel like, on the Giants roster. And for part of it, part of his career there, one of the most polarizing players in the NFL. Because people keep thinking this guy's good, and he's not good, guys. I'm going to say it right now. He's not good. And that's Isaiah Simmons, who saw a hugely decreased role this year, guys. Hugely decreased. 17 games, just one start. Keep in mind, all the issues we had, all the injuries we had, just one start. And I got to list him even as a corner this year, not even a linebacker like we did in the past, because that's where the Giants list him as a corner, like a slot corner. You just call him just a DB in general at this point, I guess. I don't know. And that's the problem. No one still knows what to call him. He's been in the league enough years now, guys. Anyway, 21 tackles, 1 QB hit, 2 passes deflected, 1 forced fumble. 45.6 PFF grade. That's bad. He's kind of known as the jack of all trades, but if you look, there's nothing he really did very well. 43.6 coverage grade, 61.5 run defense, 52.9 pass rusher. None of the aspects of the game was he great at. And this is why I've said all along with Isaiah Simmons. Now listen, guys, I don't mind having Isaiah Simmons on the roster per se. But I think the way they used him this year is probably the right way to do it in a lot of respect, because he's not a good player to where you want him as a starter or somebody you're counting on. But to have a guy on your bench that can sit there and play linebacker, play edge, play slot corner, play safety, especially with all the injuries the Giants have had, not a bad thing. But you can't count on him. So this year he got downgraded big time in playing time. So he played just 17% of defensive snaps, down from 33 last year. Went from 49% of special teams plays down to 33% there as well. Like I said, this is why, and it's funny because Debbie just put this comment up as I'm thinking it. She says comparison is made of Simmons and Travis Hunter in the sense of will the Giants figure out what to do with them. I don't think it's a figure out what to do with him, because I've heard that as well. And not just with the Giants, just in general, like Travis Hunter is difficult. People got to figure out how to use him because he's kind of, a guy who plays multiple spots, and people have brought up the Isaiah Simmons thing. Isaiah Simmons, the issue with him is not that the Giants don't know how to use him. It's that no one knows how to use him. He doesn't fit into any spots well. He fits into a lot of spots okay. That's not good. And he's still living off the hype from coming out of Clemson. People still think he's going to be this amazing player. Oh, if somebody knows how to use him, he'd be amazing. No. If he was going to be amazing, if he was going to be even above average, it would have happened by now, guys. He's been in the league for years now. He's played slot corner. He's played linebacker. He's played safety. He's played even an outside corner. He's played edge. He's played all these positions. And he's not great at any of them. So like I said, if you want to bring him back for a minimum deal like you did this year, then go for it. But you can't expect big things of him. And if you're hearing people talk about the comparisons, like Deb mentioned about Simmons and Hunter, because again, I've heard it. You got to realize the difference. Simmons doesn't have a home. He's basically homeless on the field. They live it out of a refrigerator box. He doesn't fit anywhere. Travis Hunter fits 2 places. That's the difference between the two. He's a receiver and a corner. Whereas Simmons is a guy that can't play corner, can't play linebacker great, can't play edge great, can't play safety great, can't play any other spots great. But he plays them to a certain level of adequacy. Adequacy isn't good enough to win you a lot of games, guys. It's good enough to win you a spot on the bench. And that's pretty sad. And this is probably where he should be the rest of his career. So many people have given him this shot to try to be good. He can't take it because he's just not good enough to be good. So You know, and listen, there's no shame in that. He's already been in the league for enough years where he's already surpassed the average player. It's not like he's an absolute bust with no talent whatsoever. You know, I'm not trying to just dog on him here. It's just he's not good enough to do what people thought he could do. 5 years in this league, guys. At this point, we know what he is. That's what it is. We know what he is. So,
if you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.